Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I create the best image using the Sony a7 IV. So I'm going to go through my steps of using the highest quality video, so in this case being 10-bit 422, and I'm going to just show you how I color grade also using DaVinci Resolve. And I'm just going to show you some of the other tips that I use to try to get the best image possible out of these cameras. So if you do like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks. So I'm going to show you how I use my a7 IV and basically the settings that I use. So what you want to make sure is you're in the video settings of the a7 IV, and then you're going to go into the best 4K that you can get is the SI here, 4K. And so, but you're gonna have to have the right kind of memory card. I use a SanDisk, the Extreme SanDisk SD card that you're gonna need in order to get the best video settings. And then you're also gonna wanna go into frame rate. So it gives you three options. Most people are gonna probably do 24 frames per second. Maybe 60 though if you wanna slow it down. And it's already going to set you to the highest settings. So in this case, 10-bit 422, and yeah, it's the best quality video settings that you can get on your camera. So this is going to give you the flattest image, which is going to allow you to get the most dynamic range of your image. So what you want to do is you're going to go into the picture profile. So profile 8, so that is the S-Log3. And so if you're shooting in 4K at 10-bit and 422 using the SI settings, and then also shooting in the picture profile 8, which is an S-Log3 setting, you're going to get the best image out of the Sony a7 IV. So I'm now going to show you basically my workflow that I use in DaVinci Resolve, and so I'm going to switch over to my computer here. And what I usually do is I create 5 different nodes within DaVinci Resolve. And the first one is my base, my base corrections. Then I have the second layer, or the second node, is I use as my LUT. So in this case, I downloaded and bought the Phantom S-Log LUT that you can get off online. And what I typically do is use the neutral A7S3 log LUT. And so I apply that to the second layer. So I'll just double click on that. And then the third node is what I do is I usually use a look. So in this case, I'll turn on the look, and I switched over to using, in this case, I used Chroma Gold. This is within the Red Giant looks, and I definitely don't apply it as much as this, but once I apply this kind of look, I then decrease the amount and kind of just give it a little bit of a touch. And then what I typically do is add Mojo. So that's another plugin that's used in Red Giant. So Mojo is one of the features and one of the plugins that you can use. And so what I do is I apply Mojo, and so in this case I clicked using my footage using a log, and then what I did is I decreased the amount to about 33%. And you can definitely, it's subjective, right? But I find, but I guess in the base layer I just want to show you that I did create S-curve here, and then I did touch up some of these settings as well. But really, I think it's just, I wanted to just demonstrate that what I do is I create 5 different nodes, and I add different kinds of corrections to each node. When I get more advanced, I correct, secondary kind of color correction, and so I might add a different, scope or window into my, kind of nailing down more of the correction. But another thing to show you is that if you want to get more advanced, you can definitely try out ACES. So ACES is what is used within film, and it's just a workflow that you can use to match your footage and just kind of create a workflow that is using more, I guess, an academic, advanced kind of color correction workspace, so that you can get kind of the most accurate or the most correct correction to your image. So I'm definitely in the development of learning more about ACEs, but definitely I would check out MZ is a training program that you can check out, and there's a lot of training programs online, but definitely check out that for more knowledge about that subject.